Here, today's video is going to be about a few camera tricks, and you may have seen a few of these. There's several on basketball that you may have seen before, and they do a little bit of a trick shot, and we're going to show that to you now. On this next one, I wanted to do a little bit on perspective. I know a lot of people will have people stand on the side and they'll see who's taller according to whoever's closer to the camera. And that's kind of an older trick, so I wanted to come up with something just a little bit, I wouldn't say new, but something a little more unique. I kind of like the old Godzilla films and the way that they done those. Sometimes it was laughable with all the technology we got now, but I think this is a cool trick we should use more these days. Okay, I'm going to swap over to my camera right now. And we'll come up behind him. And the plane's going. And he'll knock it out of the sky. And then he's in focus. And he's much bigger than everything else. Alright, we got another little trick. Now I used this one in COVID 2020, and you may actually recognize it. I've also used it in Bitter, an upcoming film that's coming out in November. Now at this point I do want to remind you, if you like this video and if you like the channel, go ahead and give us a like. Make sure you subscribe. There's a lot of good movies coming up on the way and they're all free. Alright, now I'm going to swap over to my camera over here. Now we're back on this camera. You have your talents back to you, which is a very important part of this. You have them take a few steps while you cue them. Zoom right up and keep it very close frame. Creates a very, very suspenseful atmosphere. When you walk up to them and their back's completely to you, like there's no attention being paid toward the camera, and then the stunning look, it creates a suspenseful atmosphere, and I don't think you can get that anywhere else. I really like that shot. I've used it a few times. Let's move on to the next tip. Now this trick is a trick I've used previously in a upcoming movie called Bitter that'll be coming out. And this is just kind of a villain trick, I guess you could say. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a basic zoom, but I'm going to have my actor make a certain face, and this creates kind of a mysterious suspense within the project or film or video that you're working on. And I'll demonstrate that. I'll swap over to my camera here. Now, I've got the talent lower, and then he makes that face that he made in the previous, and you just kind of zoom up really quick, and it throws your audience just a little bit off. And I'm going to do that from a different angle. And you zoom up really quick, and it throws your audience off just a little bit. And also keep your framing. Give that room on the side so he's not crowded. As you can see from that camera, it's just a quick zoom is all I'm doing. I'm focusing mainly on his facial features. Okay, now this next little trick will be used with something as simple as this. If you can turn toward this, the tree. And if you turn toward the shed, you can see the sheds right over here. Now this tree limb, this here, I'm going to just go very close. Now keep in mind, you'll have to have a lower rated lens as far as your aperture. You don't want anything really above 3. So I'm going to flip over to my camera now and give you a view of what I'm looking at. Now, what I do is I get it all focused up on the shed itself. And you're focusing off, I get the tree very close and you'll see the effect, which I use this in COVID as well. Creates a really eerie vibe of what's in the background. Try and get some of the thickest that you could find, even like when you're almost covering the whole picture. There's a really good look. Just have it really close and use that blurred vision of your lens to your advantage there. And it makes it seem just so eerie.